Hey, Spear here, back with the Williams FW31 F1 Grand Prix Series on iRacing. Oh, we are car number 17. We tried to qualify, and twice we got 1X's on laps, so that was a situation. We have been unable to qualify and are P19 out of 21. Yikes. We've got a new setup, a little bit higher ride height. Rob Plumley, Kinduci, is qualified P5, so that's pretty darn good. Let's hope that we can do okay. Oh, I'm a little concerned, to say the least, because who knows what's going to happen. We're starting right in the back here. We got one guy behind us. I don't think he did any practice laps, and I don't think he did any qualifying either, because it seemed like he just logged in, connected late, but I don't know. All right, let's just. Here we go.
Green flag.
Spear at LeMans. I remember last time on the grid there was a kerfuffle. Looks like somebody didn't get off the line in the back there. I think he's just waiting. And I don't know what this guy's doing to my other side, so. Wow. Almost came to a stop there, but thanks for that.
Go to the right.
Oh, that was Kinduci. All that work to get up to P5? Oh, man. You hate to already be back of the line. Looks like he's got some speed though. He's keeping up with everybody, so it shouldn't be a problem. All right, let's not. Oh, what's this guy doing? Why are you braking way back here?
On your right. You're clear him. Got one off the track in front of you.
And cause trouble behind. Oh. Yeah, there was an accident behind because this guy in front of me started braking way too early. Now I'm worried about him. Although he seemed to brake fine there. I don't know why he broke at the 300 meter board the first time by. But I think we're gonna have to pass him. Normally I'm just content just to hang out and let things unfold, but I don't know what's going on. He's probably faster than me. But I can't stay behind him if he's going to be braking like that. Maybe there was something in front of him that I didn't see. Because I'm sure the guys behind me were thinking it was my fault. And I'm like, no, there was somebody in front of me that you couldn't see. So, what are you going to do? Something's wrong with Rob. He's dropped back further. It's unfortunate.
Keep coming.
All right.
Coming.
Well, that takes care of that. Rob is now 9.5 back. Oh no. My goal here, well, if you didn't watch the video from yesterday, we got one more car in the field than we did yesterday. But I'd like to finish one spot higher than they did yesterday.
On your right. Clear.
Oh no, that sounded like something was going on with the wing. Oh no.
3 minute 32.
When I hit that curve, I heard something. I heard something on the right front. Not what I want to hear. We might be in for a wing on the Pit stop. Looks like Rob is pitted. I don't know. The car feels a little... I don't know. I don't want to make any judgments on what happened in the car back there. I don't know. The steering feels a little... I don't know how to describe it. A little loose? No, it's like the wheel is not completely attached to the tires. It's too much dead zone? Maybe that's what I want to say. I don't know. But we've opened up a gap behind, so that's good. So let's just keep on doing what we're doing. If we do have any problems with that wing, they'll just give me a new wing when we pit. I know in Indy cars it's just 5 seconds, so it's probably even shorter than that in F1. Oh yeah, big gap behind. Looks like those two might have had it coming together. Manuel and Brian. Brian has got the worst of that. They were right together, and then Brian... Well, I don't know if they got it coming together or not. But it looked like the relatives were right at the same time, and then Brian fell back. Yeah, Kinduci P20.
Car on the right.
Uh-oh.
Heads up.
Heads up, right? I think Ian here had problems before. Okay, so there's 21 cars, yeah. Ian, you going to give me the spot, or are you... Because I think you're going to be pitting, aren't you? I mean, you've had so much trouble this lap. You could have just given me the spot before you did that. He drove off the course. I don't... Course? It's not the right word, but he drove off the track. He could have... I don't know what he was doing. It made no sense to me. If you want to give me the spot, give me the spot. I don't... Why would he slow me down and then just drive off like that? All right, things are looking all right. P15. All right, and we did get a look at pit strategies yesterday. Remember, we were talking about that before the race and during the race, and I just lost 4 seconds there because I couldn't see my brake marker where I normally brake. I couldn't see it. There's a line on the right, and I couldn't see it, and I didn't know where to brake. Oh well. But yeah, but yesterday there was a combination of one stoppers and two stoppers. Both seemed fine. The two stoppers won, but the one stopper was right there with them. So I mean, either one could work. But one stop, I think, is better for... Well, you see this in Formula 1 while you used to when they refueled and stuff. But I think the slower teams are probably better with one stop. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It feels like I'm better with one stop, just because the lower fuel of two stops does not give me the advantage that it gives the faster guys. Like the difference in speeds between having a lot of fuel and not having a lot of fuel is not very much. I can't go faster, for lack of a better phrase. You know, no matter how much fuel I have, I got a certain maximum speed, and that's that. So for me, one stop makes sense. But for other people who gain a lot from being able to go faster with lower fuel, 2 stops would make sense for them. Okay, David ahead. He was in the race yesterday. Did not complete the race. Not quite sure why. It looks like he's slowing down now too. But I can't look at the times as we go through here. Kind of focusing on the track.
Be careful going through there.
Uh-oh.
Go to the right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, that was some other guy. It was Robbie. What's going on here?
3 minutes 19.6.
And this guy comes out. The pit's right in front of me. Thank you. See, there's a line on the right there. I missed it last time. I mean, I didn't see it. I don't know if my tire covered it up or what, but I did not see it. And that left me just kind of guessing where to brake. See, when I'm looking over there for the line, my tire could easily block it. All right, looks like Brian has caught up with Manuel again. So Brian seems to be the fast guy behind me. And he's gotten by Manuel. And Dennis is right up on me. I think he just had to tow and get a new front wing. It didn't look like... Remember, he came out near the end. He just thunderfooted it into the wall. That wouldn't really damage it too much, just a wing and stuff. But if he had to tow... I don't know if I think he did tow. So Brian is obviously very quick. So that's not good for us. Because he's made up like 10 seconds in the last few laps. So he's probably going to be catching up with us soon. Manuel looks like he's about keeping the same distance with us. So what, I am a little confused. No, I guess not. I guess I got the right amount of fuel. All right. I thought I would have started the race with more fuel than I did, but not the case. What would really be to my benefit, though... See, we started way back in the back, so of course one stopping makes sense. It doesn't make sense to 2 stop from the back. So, me hoping that these guys behind me are on 2 stops, it's highly unlikely that they would be. Because if you're in the back of the grid, you can't 2 stop.
17.36.
Alright, so people are disconnecting. We're up to 13th now. I would not mind a top 10. I'd like it even better if we were able to do it on pace by staying ahead of Brian, but that doesn't look like that's going to be a situation we can do. Where's Kinduci? Kinduci, 17th. All right. So he's back a bit. He's staying in it, not giving up. Well, I mean, that's all you can do. Keep going and hope there's some opportunities. I know he's one-stopping as well, so we'll just make the one stop. Maybe save some time. Maybe. But he is some distance behind me. I can't tell exactly how far behind he is. Brian is slowly reeling me in now. Question. I'm sure I'm going to be lapped, aren't I? Was lapped. Well, spoiler alert. I was lapped yesterday. I don't know how that's a spoiler. I mean, I get lapped most races. I mean, the top guys in these series are super fast. Lotus 79 and Williams here and the Indy cars. They are super because the races generally don't split. So I mean, most of the races in iRacing, you're racing against people of comparable skill. That's the whole point of the splitting system. But these series that I've been racing, they generally do not split. So you have the best drivers in with everybody else. So it's a little bit unequal. Super fun. Manuel is back there quite a bit. Oh, come on. I almost came to a stop there. What am I doing? P12 in the pits. Alexi. Spears up to P11. Oh, yeah, Brian's got me on the straight here. Because I'm just having some troubles. Trying to keep it under control. Oh no, he's really far back. I don't know if he's got time to catch me on this first straight. Might have to wait till the next one. Or the next one. If somebody's close enough behind you, they're getting by. Just because of all the straights. Alright. Manuel and Dennis. Oh, Manuel! Another problem. See, so Kinduci's got to like to see that. Every time Manuel has a problem, I'm sure his heart gets excited. Looking forward to getting that freebie sooner or later. Well, Brian is still not up here. I'm going to let him go by on the next straight. Well, that was... had some wheel spin.
On your right. Clear.
Brian, get a paint! Come on! Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so that's why he didn't catch me up a lot in these sections. He's very much slower in Indy than I am. File that away. It might come in handy. Or I might get in an accident with him. If I take that at my normal speed and he doesn't. Six laps done. Quarter of the race.
18.163.
We got fuel for 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Should have started with a touch more fuel. So I can't quite go 6 more laps. There's Rob, only 25 seconds back. Uh-oh. Oh, Manuel has disappeared. Answers on a postcard if you know what happened to Manuel. Maybe he pitted, maybe he crashed.
Start spotting that entry.
Now, Rob and I did have a deal before the start of the race. I did insist on a multi-21 situation. Which, for those of you familiar, it's a situation where, you know, we don't want to crash into each other fighting hard. So it was who's ever in the lead is just going to keep the lead. We're not gonna push him off or fight him. So hopefully he has remembered that message. We shall see what happens. Alright, here we are. P12. Feeling good. Doing our thing. Minding our own business. Minding our P's and Q's. Setting our fuel for the stop. Couple people already in, several people. Brian was on a 2-stopper. Holy mackerel, Brian. From the back row. Look at all those people in the pits.
3 minutes 17.656.
Technically, that's 4th position. Because they all need to stop again, and I need to stop again. Just that my stop will be longer. Alright, so Rob has made up 6 seconds in 1 lap. That's not good for me. But he really shouldn't be back here. I mean, he qualified. He's number 6. He qualified 5th. If not for getting bumped off the track early, he wouldn't even be back here, so. It's no surprise that he's catching so quickly. There's Steve up the road. We know Steve. Steve's a viewer. There's Francisco, number 13. If you watched the race yesterday, the first race, you'll remember Francisco. Ian, who just disconnected, he was that guy who cut me off earlier just to drive off the track in front of me. That was weird. All right, 3 laps after this one. Rob gets by Dennis easily. These nice long straights give me time to review the situation, see where everybody is. Another guy in the pits. All right, where are we at? Well, right now. P9. Okay, disregard what he just said. P9. I like how there's a mixture of 1 stop and 2 stops. Joey Vergara. Internet problems. Joey was ahead of us. Sorry, Joey. I've had those. I remember the first time I had it, I was like, what? What's going on? Everything just went away. And you just gotta wait to get back in. And hope you can. I mean, sometimes you just lose connection to the server, but sometimes it's your internet. And boop. I had that the other day, actually. Luckily, I wasn't racing or anything. I wasn't even proud. I was just watching Twitch. My router went down for whatever reason. Had to restart it. Alexi was already in the pits and out. Oh. People are disconnecting. Things are happening. I think maybe the game should pop up 4Xs. It'd be nice to say, you know, to see somebody, you know, Joe got a 4X and Steve got a 4X. I mean, that wouldn't tell you very much as to if they're, how they're still doing, but it would at least tell you that people are getting in accidents and stuff like that. I think it'd be interesting. You wouldn't want to see all of them on the off tracks and stuff like that. That wouldn't make sense or be realistic. But I could see where a team might tell somebody that another driver has just gotten into an accident or hit somebody. I mean, if I'm battling, if I'm chasing somebody down, somebody ahead has just hit somebody, I want to know. Of course, you know, you don't want too much information. You don't need an information overload. Okay, it says I got 2 more laps of fuel. It says I got 2.9, but not going to turn that into 3. Dang. It's so hard getting around that corner. P8. And Francisco and Brian behind have to make another stop, just like me. Oh, man, I gotta get those corners through faster. Slowing down so much. Leader is on pit road.
Going. Go one more.
I'm going one more. That's my plan. Now, the thing is, when I stop, Francisco and Brian are just going to be able to scamper away in front of me. I almost kind of wish they were closer. Well, no, I don't. But had they been closer behind a one-stopper who could have slowed them down a bit, it would have been better. See, that's what you want. As a one-stopper, you want the two-stoppers to be slowed down a little bit, making their way through the field. You don't want them just to get in front and just go, because they'll go. If they're behind a one-stopper, they'll get slowed down. Well, maybe not on this track, but on more conventional tracks. Manuel in the pits. Don't know how long that's been going on. Not letting Kinduci by for once, as this is actually 4th position, even though he's so much faster than me. This is actually 4th position of all things. Maybe I can get him to dive into the pits. He did not dive into the pits. Multi 21, Rob! Multi 21! We're gonna have words later in the motor home. Alright, so I'm going to lose out on that position. I'm going to lose out on several of these positions, aren't I? Probably. But, let's see what happens. You never know. I thought Rob might box last lap, being right behind me like that. Alright, we're boxing this lap. Check on fuel, check on tires. We're ready to go.
Hi, bud. Go ahead and bring her on a pit at this time.
Roger. This is a long race. These 100% races are great. So many of the iRacing races are just so short. You barely get into a rhythm and then, boop, race over. What's this, over an hour? Much more than an hour, too. It's been like 40 minutes and we're just now pitting. Woo! Almost, yeah. Hard skipped a beat there. Francisco's coming up on us. We're not going to be able to slow him down at all, unfortunately.
And get right back in that rhythm.
We'll get right back in the rhythm. Rob's keeping on going. Yeah, he put extra fuel in at the start. He was doing that on stream. If you're on Twitch, Kinduci Racing, you can watch Rob. He was adjusting the setup this right before the race to get more fuel in. All right, where are we going to come out? We're going to come out behind the lapped car, hopefully. Or, what am I saying, hopefully? I did not mean hopefully. Hopefully we'll be able to come out in front of the lap car, but I don't know.
Go, man, go, 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 go. Pit road speed.
Pit road speed. I wonder if he'll stop. Well, yeah, I'm sure he'll stop again, but I meant if he came up on us, if he'd slow down and let us go. It's already a lap down. A lap down at LeMans is not something you're going to get back. Because that isn't like a 15-second lap. Alright. So, P13, is that what we're looking at? Wait a second, Dennis is P14. Though a lap back. So essentially we're last of the runners, except for Dennis. So us two, we're the last. He might be a little quicker than me. Yeah, probably. I'll let him go if he comes up. No harm in doing that. Oh!
Get back in that rhythm, my man. Get that line right.
I don't have to slow down, but I'm gonna slow down and let him go.
Right side.
Totally missed that.
Clear.
Oh, he's in the Ferrari. I'm in the Ferrari. He's in a new Ferrari. I'm in an old Ferrari paint. Oh, he's letting me go. All right, dude.
Right side.
Don't really matter. Either or.
Clear.
You're faster than me, actually. How do I explain that? That he should really be in front of me. And I'm just going to hold him up. Alright, so we're good on fuel. There are the leaders in the relative coming up. Hopefully they need to stop again. They were 2 stoppers yesterday. So the hope is they are 2 stoppers again today. Daniel ahead of me is pitting.
Minute 54.10.
Dennis is probably regretting letting me by. Because I'm definitely holding him up. And Daniel, we've only got 12 seconds on the 2 stopping Daniel. All those guys, Francisco and Brian, who are 2 stoppers. We're too far behind them. Darn it. Sorry, Dennis. I think Dennis just had a moment. It might have been my fault. It might have been his. I don't know. I wasn't looking in the mirror. Sorry if it was my fault. But it frees me up. Yeah, Daniel's scanning. I wonder how much fuel Rob took in the beginning. Oh, wait a second. Did he pit on lap 1? Surely he couldn't have pitted on lap 1 and took enough fuel to finish. No. I don't think you can do that. But I don't know how big the fuel tanks are on this. But I thought they said you couldn't do a 0, no stop. But if you already had 1 lap in the books, I don't know. That would be crazy. He might have another... He might have filled up as much as he could and might have another stop to make, a quick little stop. That is, if he stopped on lap 1. I think he did. Because he seemed to disappear for a bit. So he probably got a new wing or something and got some fuel. However much he could. Yeah, Daniel's really catching up on us, as are Clayton and Danilo.
3, 6, 7, 10 to go.
Whew. All right, so we might be able to... I thought Brian would be further ahead, but he seems to have not been able to keep up with Francisco. I mean, I haven't been completely following what he's been doing, but we might have a shot at Brian. Oh! Nope, we don't. That was something. That was something. Oh, okay. I'm scared. Not because of the blue flag, but because of the potential damage.
Right side. Clear, clear.
I don't want to get in a twisty bit and not be able to turn. But I don't think anything is totally amiss. But there was a heavy crashing sound, like breaking glass of all things. And I know there's no glass in the car, so I don't know what exactly broke, but... And maybe it was just the sound it makes. Boy, that was not something I needed to do, was it? And Danilo is catching me right in the exact wrong time. Don't bump me. Why are you bumping me?
One on the right side. You're clear.
Seriously, I don't think a guy... What?
Slow on the right.
What is he doing? It made honestly no sense to me.
887. Right side. Clear him. Clear.
All right. I feel like we've lost top speed.
Right side. Clear, clear.
Not just because the cars are buzzing by, but from our normal top speed.
Slow on the right.
All right, so what happened to Daniel there? Did he just spin? It's so easy to spin coming out of these corners. Yeah, he just spun. Nothing wrong with him. All right, so P12, 13 cars running. But second pit stops coming for those of people making second pit stops. This lap and next lap. And we've completely lost touch with Brian now. I think he's much further ahead. All we did was a 322. That doesn't... But we were doing 17s and 18s earlier, weren't we? I didn't understand what that guy was doing. First he bumped me, which you could say maybe I was going too slowly. But then if you watch it again, once he bumped me and pushed me onto the grass, thank you, he had to know I was coming back off the grass, and he seemed surprised that I came back off the grass, and it seemed like he wanted to bump me again. And then he almost lost it on these corners up here. Alright, there's Brian in the pits.
3 minute 21.5.
Brian out of the pits. No!
Keep going.
Yeah, he'll get me right on the straight. I never noticed that TV is very distracting right there. Well, I guess you couldn't see it. If you go back, I think you could see it as I'm approaching it. But it gets kind of bright. Alright, so I got 1.4 on Brian. Counting down. Yeah, he's definitely going to get me here. That's alright. We thought it would happen, and it's happening. Kinduci still P8.
On your left.
Yeah, I'm much slower. I think there is something wrong with the wing. I don't think he would have been able to make up that much time. And then just pull away. Darn it. Oh well. The thing is, it doesn't even make sense to stop. Because this is the guy I'd have to catch, so there's no way I'm going to make an extra stop and catch him. No matter how, if the car is perfect. So there's no point in stopping. I got a lap on the guy behind me. So... I believe this is what Glenn calls piggy in the middle. Faster than the guys behind, slower than the guys ahead. Nothing you can do.
Leaders on pit road.
Leaders on pit road. It's his second stop. Woo!
Minute 21.576.
321, not bad. Well, pretty sure we were all in the high teens before. Alright, we've got a little P3 there is a one stopper behind me. I don't know about P4. But yesterday P3 one stopped, so I imagine he's doing the same. But he's much further back today. Lap 17 of 23. So 5 more after our next con by. I wish they'd fix the spotter to say the actual number of laps remaining. For me. But they don't seem to realize I'm a lap down. Admittedly, I could... I don't know, maybe they're thinking people would be confused. Because if I got the lap back, then I would have an extra lap to do. Is that confusing to some people? I don't know. I don't know why they do it. Maybe they just can't fix it. That seems to be a common thing in computers. They're this way because we can't make it another way. Trust me, I've got a lot of older computer programs I wrote, and they are hard to figure out sometimes. Because they're so old, you know, that they work, and you forget what happened, and, well... how to fix it. Ooh. Here we go. John Pat Kelly going right on by.
Pit road.
No. Yeah, thought so.
We're trying to keep this thing on the asphalt all race long.
Yes, sir. Driving through it. Probably gonna get hit again.
Right side. Clear.
I think I would have got hit again there. Alright. How's the field shaping up? Rob's still in 8th? Oh, he's got a minute on P9. So that's good for him. Looks like that's where he's going to wind up finishing, P8. Well, I don't know who's in 7th. I guess he's hoping for more than 8th. Started 5th. P12. Dang. Well, maybe somebody ahead will have a problem. I don't know. You never know. What else is going on up there?
We're going to pit probably in the next 4 to 5 laps.
No, we are not. So through P10 has been lapped. So P10 has been lapped. Daniel. Francisco in P9, he's next to be lapped. And that will be very shortly, if not already done this lap. Oh. What we want to do now is we want to have as many people lapped as possible so that if something happens on the final lap, we'll be able to take advantage of it. Because if on the final lap I pass, say, the third place guy, that's not going to help me at all. Even if he crashes out, he'd still finish ahead of me. So we'll only be able to get people on the same lap. So right now we're rooting for Clayton. There's Rob making a second stop.
3 minutes 21.105.
As I thought he would. He's been in there a very long time. Wait a second. Has he been in? I think he's been in there. It said he was a minute ahead of P9. Why would he still be in the pits? Oh no. Oh, and he's still in there. Oh no. Uh-oh. I think something happened to Rob. Dang. Well, that's good for me, but bad for the team. Well, we're not even on the same team, but you don't like that to happen to somebody you know and race with. That's tough. He was doing well coming back from where he was. That puts Spear up to P11, which is where we finished yesterday, with fewer cars yesterday. We had more cars today, so a little bit better. But still, yesterday we were able to fight at the end with Francisco. That was really fun. He had made some mistakes. I had made some mistakes. We had some side-by-side through several corners. That was a lot of fun. Until he went off and I hit his wheel. That part was not so much fun, but it was fun dicing with him. Hopefully Rob can get out and still finish ahead of Dennis. Well, one spot. But you never know. Never surrender, never give up. You never know. Brian continues to pull away from me. But yeah, I can definitely see how cars on worn tires are thunderfooting it out of corners. Oh, Rob's still in the pits. Dang it. So he's going to finish 13th.
3 minute 19.933.
So we're unable to match the times from earlier, but just a couple seconds off them. So if we do have damage, it isn't that bad. Wait, actually, let me think for a second. Yeah, Dennis is 2 laps back, and Rob is just 1 lap back. So if he can get out now, he's still ahead of Dennis. Well, it's not much, but something. And I get it. A lot of racers, you know, when you're that damaged or frustrated, you're just like, this race is over. But everybody gets that way sometimes. But you gotta keep an attitude. You could still do something. You never know. No, Rob's out. You know, he might have had to tow for all that time. Because the tow around here, I think, takes quite a while. Not like the Nürburgring, but still. A few minutes. And then just to see that he wasn't getting repair, maybe too much damage, who knows. So, P13 for... Oh, blue flag. Brian, 20 seconds up the road.
Clear.
Red Bull.
Gonna need 2 laps to go.
2 laps to go. So that's the last guy coming through. Nobody else behind is going to catch up. What happened to P6? Something's going on back there. Did Steve get by P6? Hopefully. Good for you, Steve. Steve is on Twitch. He's not a streamer, though, so I don't say his Twitch name if he doesn't want to have it on there. Probably all these guys are on Twitch. What am I saying? Did you see Daniel there in the pits? What's going on? I mean, and you don't even need a Twitch account to watch Twitch, do you? I don't think you do. I don't know if you do or not. I don't even know you do if you want to leave a message, but I don't know if you just want to watch. I don't think you need one. Maybe you do. That would be P10 for Spear. Daniel has disconnected. Holy mackerel, P10! Let's not count our chickens yet. Unfortunately for Dennis, I don't think Dennis is going to get by Daniel, who disconnected. Maybe he will. Daniel was a lap back. Dennis is a further lap back, but there's only 2 to go. Huh. He might. I know if anybody on the lead lap goes out now, Dennis won't get him. These are the things you think about when you're lapped down and you're in the back. You think about, you know, what happens in these wacky situations. Wacky, wacky might be the wrong word. Tell you what, I have had a fun weekend of racing. I tweeted out the Lotus 79 broadcast link, so if you're not following me on Twitter, twitter.com/TheSpearSTL, same name everywhere. I tweeted out a link to the broadcast. Unfortunately, I tried to record it, but OBS just would not recognize iRacing. Well, it recognized iRacing, but for some reason it had moved the picture out of what I could record. Like, I could record my background image, but not the picture, which somehow had gone somewhere else, and I couldn't grab it to move it into the center of the picture. Well, you get the idea. I just couldn't do it. And I was on the grid trying to do this earlier, and I was like, oh my god. So I just had to drive, because when you're on the grid, you got 2 minutes, and that's it. And time was counting down, and I could not get it working right. But 4 hours later, and I'm recording Formula One. But it was a really good race. So, and GSRC does a great job at these broadcasts. I mean, their broadcasts are always top notch. They do a great job. So you always check them out. But yeah, the Lotus 79 broke, and it was a really good race for me. I had a lot of battles, side by side with people. I put out a picture, side by side, making some moves. Actually making moves on guys, good moves. It was weird and fun. I'm enjoying that car a lot these days. I don't know if it's just Barcelona, because at Barber I was just out to sea, but something about Barcelona has, I'm sure it would be completely different if it was the GP layout, but the historic layout is fantastic. That is such a great layout. The historic layout, oh my goodness. It's so good. P10, there it is. It's official. And it is official. There's no way that would be P11. But also no way I'll catch anybody else. Brian's the only one I could possibly pass. First 8 guys wreck out. Brian wins. No, actually, the first 8 guys wreck out. The first 8 guys, if they all wrecked out right now, the guy in first would still win. Even if Brian was able to finish the lap, because we're a lap down. Womp womp. That'd be crazy. But here we go. This was very enjoyable. I've enjoyed this weekend a lot. LeMans full length, great. Lotus 79 is at Barcelona Historic, great. So I think those are our 3 series going forward. Indy Road, which is a combined street and road and oval series. The Lotus 79 and the Williams F1. Having a lot of fun with them. Isn't that the whole point of it? Have fun. So we got 3X. I'm going to count one of the X's, not my fault. So I was pushed off the road. One of the X's highly my fault, as I drove into the Armco, Thunderfoot, and I don't remember the other X. Toyota Hybrid. Everybody's passed the pace car already. Guess Brian isn't going to go off for me. Nope. So P10. Lovely dovely. One last slow little through. Da, 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 da. Whew. Checkers.
Checker. It's a nice run, fellas. Yeah, everybody, solid work. Way to be patient.
It was a nice run. It was solid work. Woohoo! Way to be patient. All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I had a great time this race. Oh, this is my track IR. I love it. Love just looking around at stuff. people watching the race. We need more people up there. Bienvenue. Oh, there you go. There's a bunch of stands of people. Join me next time. Thanks for watching iRacing with the Spear. Formula 1 at Le Mans.